Our today's topic is about R and K selected species. So this is the topic of evolutionary biology. So you can find more videos about evolutionary biology in the description box, and also you can check playlist, and another topics of zoology you can also find it in the playlist, and videos of chemistry also. So let's begin. So what is K selected and R selected species? So we can learn it by graph. So this is the graph. Here you can see that this is time and this is number of individuals. So with time the number of individuals are increasing exponentially. Okay, so that's why it is known as exponential growth. And when there is some limitation comes, limitation means it is known as carrying capacity. So when there is a carrying capacity come, this graph is converted into logistic growth, like S shape. This was in J shape and this is in S shape. So what is carrying capacity? Carrying capacity, or we can say maximum number of individual that an environment can sustain over the time without destroying environment, is determined by food, water and space. So the individual can survive in environment till it is not destroying that environment. Like there is a competition for food, space, water and lots of things. So this is known as carrying capacity. Until it is surviving here, where the carrying capacity is not comes. Now where the carrying capacity comes, limitation comes, the growth is now in equilibrium. This is not going to grow further. So this is known as K species, and this growth is shown by the red color. J shape exponential growth is shown by R species, and this logistic growth is shown by K species, K selected species. So difference between R selected and K selected species. So R selected species we can take example of like insect, mice and bacteria, and in K selected species we can take example of human beings, or we can say elephant also. Okay, so difference between them is R selected species are very small in size, like bacteria, insects, mice, etc. In K selected species their size is large. And number of offspring, there are large number of offspring in R selected species because there is low survival chance, because they are very small in size, so they get killed easily. That's why they produce large number of offspring, because there is very low survival chances. Okay, so that's why R selected species has large number of offspring and the K selected species has less number of offspring, and they have very short life cycle. They have long life cycle and survival rate is very less, and K selected has more survival rate, high survival rate. Okay, and growth rate is denoted by R, and here K is denoting here growth rate in K selected species, which is carrying capacity, and here no parental care. In R selected species they are not going to care their babies, that's why they are producing large number of offspring. Okay, then in K selected species they care their babies. Okay, and then fast reproduction in R selected species, and in K selected species there is a delay in reproduction, and intraspecific competition is very low in R selected species, and in K selected species there is very high intraspecific competition. That's why here there are very low intraspecies competition, and in K selected species high competition is there. Okay, so that's why here carrying capacity is coming here, because of competition for food, competition for water, for space, like this. Then gestation period is very short in R selected species, and in K selected species they have long gestation period. Okay, so that's all about difference between R and K selected species, and what is R and K selected species, it is explained by this graph. So that's all for today. If you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends, and keep learning. And you can follow Instagram page Fast Learning Classes for paid notes. Okay, so thank you for watching.